What's up, YouTubers? This is Mr. Monkey Swag, and what you see in front of you right here is everything that I've picked up this January. So as you can see, as always, I pick up my typical stuff. I just pick up some slab numismatics and this proof set. So yeah, I mean, I didn't pick up a whole lot of stuff this month. But that's just because, you know, I'm into the collector side of things. So let's start out with this really special silver panda. What you see in front of here is a 2014 Chinese panda graded NGC MS69. But I mean, what makes this coin special is that I won it in a contest from a really great YouTuber. So if you guys hadn't known, Silver Hustling 13 hosted a contest back in December, I think. Basically, he dumped all of his junk silver onto a table, and you're supposed to estimate the face value of all the junk silver on the table, and Lady Luck happens to be on my side, so I correctly estimated the amount of junk silver on this table. I believe I said the face value was somewhere around 530. I'm not sure, I forgot, but yeah, I happened to get the right estimate, and you know, I expected him to give me some of that junk silver on the table, but he ended up giving me this awesome panda instead. Really beautiful coin. I've always been wanting to get a 2014 panda, so thank you. I really appreciate this. He also sent me a letter. It said, let me straighten it out. Mr. Monkey Swag 96, hope this fits into your collection somewhere, buddy. Congrats, and being #1 champ, Silver Hustling 13. I'm sure this will fit very nicely into my collection, my friend. So, yeah. So, I urge you guys to subscribe to Silver Hustling 13's channel. He's a really great guy, really generous. He will always comment on your videos. He's a really, important member of our he's a really important member of our community, so please subscribe to his channel. Really nice content on his channel. Okay, so another thing I want to tell you about the panda is you know how lately, you know, people are really making this really big well, you know how lately there is a lot of attention that's placed on, you know, how the 2016 pandas have a 30-gram have a 30-gram weight instead of an ounce. So I have some things I want to say about this. Believe it or not, 2016 was not the first year that the Chinese pandas were minted in a weight under an ounce. I believe from 1982 to 1985, pandas were made out of 90% silver, and they weigh in exactly 27 grams. So that would place the older pandas, those made from 1982 to 1985, as having silver content that's comparable to that of a United States silver dollar. So yeah, I mean, the fact that they were making pandas in gram denominations was not a new concept. When the panda series first started in 1982 to 1985, they contained 27 grams of 90% silver, equivalent to a United States silver dollar in terms of content and size. But I mean, those 1982 through 1985 pandas are, you know, really rare and they're worth like thousands of dollars. But I mean, here's the difference between the 2016 and those older pandas. I mean, the pandas made in 1982 through 1985 were marketed specifically for collectors. So it's justifiable that, you know, that those pandas were contain less than an ounce of silver. However, the 2016 panda, which is also denominated in grams, is not marketed specifically for collectors. It is marketed specifically for the general public to invest as silver bullion. So, I mean, so when, you know, in 2016, when the Chinese mint, denominated their 2016 pandas in grams, like 30 grams. I do agree with the community that that the mint is trying to, trying to be cheap. They're trying to make a profit by reducing the silver content. Because I mean, the 2016 pandas are bullion coins. So I mean, you're paying all that premium for a coin that contains less silver than the other competing bullion coins of the world. I mean, it was okay for the 1982 through 1985 pandas to contain less than an ounce of silver because those were collector coins. The 2016 panda, however, is a bullion coin, so it's not acceptable for them to have less silver than its competitors, yet still command being sold for more premium. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's just me, blabbering about this, but yeah, I mean, that's just what I find interesting. I mean, my solution is if China really wants to denominate their pandas in grams, they should at least denominate it as 31.1 grams of silver. If you guys don't know, 31.1 grams is equivalent to 1 troy ounce, but China chose to be cheap, so they only put 30 grams into the panda. So, I mean, I really don't think it's because, I think China did this just to be cheap on their silver, to make more money by selling coins with less silver content. Because, I mean, if they really wanted to, if they genuinely want to set an example by denominating their coins in grams, they should put 31.1 grams, so that the coins would be equivalent in weight to other bullion coins. So yeah, when China reduced their pandas to just 30 grams, that's kind of suspicious. Because, I mean, I don't mind my coins being denominated in grams, just as long as it's 31.1 grams, because I know that's equivalent to a troy ounce. But, I mean, 30 grams is just not acceptable for me, considering the premiums you pay for those type of coins. Oh, wow. I already talked 8 minutes about this already. Sorry. I'm just blabbering. So what I got next is a 2016... Well, no, not 2016. What am I saying? A 2015 wedge-tailed eagle. Unlike most YouTubers, I'm not really crazy about this series. Yeah, sure, it has an amazing design, but I'm not particularly crazy about this series, like all the hype is getting. So yeah, it's just a Gem BU coin. It has Mercanti's signature in the back. Yeah. A lot of people think that these these wedge tails are slabbed in the Gem BU slab. They think they're rejects, but I don't think mine's a reject. I really don't see any flaws in this coin at all. Yeah, sure, there's a few milk spots, but other than that, there's not really any flaws. So I don't get why it's only Gem BU. I guess the government doesn't really look through their coins that they just send a random batch to be gemmed to you, a random batch to be graded numerically. I'm not sure, but I don't think this is a reject. I mean, I could just resend this, maybe get a 69 out of it. It looks really nice. Other than a few faint milk spots here and there, but yeah. So I mean, I've been wondering, you know how you always see these John Mercanti signatures on these slabs. I wonder if this guy, you know how they make, about 50,000 of these coins every year. I think they increased the mintage to being unlimited. So yeah, so they make several thousand of these coins now. Well, really, I mean, I wonder, from signing all of these slab labels, does John Mercanti get, like, arthritis or something? Because, I mean, he's signing thousands of these things. I mean, I'm sure I'll get arthritis from signing all these labels. So, I mean, I don't know, it's just something I'm thinking. Yeah. So, yeah, I also like to talk about the wedge tail. So, as we all know, in 2016, the Perf Mint changed the design of the wedge-tailed eagle. I know a lot of people don't like it, but in my opinion, I think changing the design of the wedge tail is a good move, because I mean, the wedge tails as they are before the design change won't generate much collector interest, because the ones made in 2015 and 2014 have the exact same design, and they both have the same mintage of 50,000. So, I mean, really, a coin that has the same design and the same limited mintage of 50,000 each year, I would be really bored of collecting those. So I'm glad that they changed the design so that, to renew collector interest in the coin. Because, as we all know, the Kookaburras, the Koalas, and the Lunar series are popular because of the fact that they changed design. So, if you want the wedge-tailed eagles to maintain their popularity among, collectors, it's a good idea to change the design. So, I know a lot of people don't like this year's design with the eagle perched on a tree branch, but, I mean, I just like the concept of changing the design. I mean, 2016 design's okay to me. I mean, I like how the 2016 shows you a close-up of the eagle, while the 2015 and 2014 design is more distant. And I'm also happy about how the 2016 2016 wedge tails are minted, have an unlimited mintage. They're minted to demand. I mean, here's the thing I don't like about coins have the same limited mintage each year. In this case, the wedge tail, before the 2016 coin came out, the 2015 and 2014 wedge tails have a mintage of 50,000 each year, while carrying the same design. I mean, having a mintage of 50,000 is not really going to generate collector interest. That means there'll be no key dates in the series if the mintage is always 50,000. So I like how the newer 2016 wedge tails have a unlimited mintage based on demand, because that provides a possibility down the road that sometime in the series there will be key dates. I mean, the reason why the Libertads were so successful is because they didn't have a set mintage. Sure, the Libertads have low mintages, but that's based on, factors other than a set mintage. The Libertads have an unlimited mintage that's just based on demand. So, I mean, I know there's a huge demand for Libertads, but maybe the reason why Libertads don't have large mintages is because, maybe the Mexican Mint doesn't have any resources at the time in some years. I don't know. Because they probably released the Libertads later in the year. Maybe that's why the Libertads have low mintages. But But essentially, the Libertads have an unlimited mintage. So, I mean, I like the same concept being applied to the Wedge-tailed. You know, because that provides a possibility of having key dates within the series. Okay, so, let's move on to this. So, I visited my local LCS recently, and here's what I got. A 2010 United States Mint Silver Proof set. So, as you know, the 2010 marks the first year of the ATB Quarter Series, the America the Beautiful Quarter Series. So, that's why I picked the setup. So here are each of the 2010 quarters. These are the silver proofs, by the way. As you can see right here, silver proof set. Oh wait, so yeah. So here's the COA. I'm being for this. So yeah. So here are just the specifications. Okay, so yeah, I got this set primarily because it has the first year ATB quarters in it, so these are really gorgeous. I like these ATB quarters a lot better than the state quarters. There's a lot more detail in the national park quarters. I really don't know what that brown stuff is. It's not on the coin. The brown speck you see there is on the case. So who knows? I don't know. That brown speck is probably there when they're sealing the coins in. So yeah. So if you're wondering what that brown speck is, it's not on the coin. It's in the case, but it's not on the coin. So yeah, here's Hot Springs, Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, Mount Hood. Oh wow, and the Yosemite. Look at this. Shame on you, US Mint. Usually these, proof sets are perfectly aligned, as you see. The coins are all aligned perfectly, but this Yosemite is upside down. So I don't get it. So my proof set has to be the one with this awkward coin being upside down. Great. But still, yeah, that's the Yosemite. The 2010 set is by far one of my favorite ATB coins released so far. Because, I mean, it has all the prominent, national parks like Yellowstone and Grand Canyon. Oh my god, my camera's not focusing. So yeah, I mean, the 2010 set has all the really well-known national parks like Grand Canyon and the Yellowstone and the Yosemite. We all know what those national parks are. So yeah. So that, further adds popularity to the 2010 proof set. So yeah. I really like these coins a lot better than the state quarters.